lovelies. Hi, guys. How are you doing today?
Hello, my lovelies.
Why
Hi,
is it
guys.
doing
How are you doing today?
that? Okay. I was like, why is it replaying itself? Alright, because I had the Twitch stream open. Hello to everybody who is watching on Facebook, who's watching on Kumu. So I wanted to do this quick live stream because I am feeling a little bit better. I wouldn't say that I'm fully recovered because even now I can still feel like it's not really vertigo, so my world isn't really spinning, but I can feel like a sort of imbalance, sort of, if that makes sense. Parang medyo gumaganon yung mundo mo. And it's a little bit disconcerting, and definitely if you're somebody who has lost their equilibrium, then it's really, really difficult to sort of find it again. My doctor said na wag muna ako uminom ng meds because he wants us to observe like what the issue is since it may not be vertigo. So, yeah. So we're just trying to observe and see like what's wrong with me? What's wrong with me? Or like what is happening to my body. So, we're still in the observation stage. And habang nasa observation stage pa tayo, I was just like, oh, I wanna just slowly get back to live streaming, which is kind of like my work. Live streaming, going back to making regular content and making music again. But you know what? One of the things that I realized with this illness, is that it's really hard if your work depends on your body. And I say that in a way na parang, diba, if you're a singer, then of course, if your vocal cords aren't well, then it's really hard for you to work, almost impossible to work. I think the same with the rest of us. Like if you're a content creator or just anybody really, like if you're not well, then syempre, malamang, mahirap pag-work. It's hard to work. So that's just one of the things that I've been having some trouble with recently. But I think what I wanted to do really was just like to be as transparent with people as possible because I don't know, it's easy to think that because you share a lot of highlights on social media, your life seems great, ganyan. But at the end of the day, we're all just human anyways. We all get sick, we all die, diba? Wow, dark. But it's the truth. Like, at the end of the day, we're all just people. Yeah. So, a tao lang din ako. And currently, I'm not feeling super well or like my 100%. That's why I just wanted to do like a quick QLS. I was like, I think I'm well enough to stream, but I'm not well enough to sing. Because I was trying to write a couple of songs earlier, just like getting back into the practice of it, and also because I have one project that had to be put on the wayside because nga nagka-vertigo ako. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna try to see if I can come up with something. And then I tried and I was like, oh my gosh, I can only do this for like 15 to 20 minutes at a time. Because if I stare at, a screen for too long, or if I stare at multiple things for too long, parang nahihilo ako. Hello, Louie! And hello, Justin on Facebook. Yeah, I see everybody. I tried to put all my screens on one like portion or on one side because I didn't, I'm trying to like just make sure I'm not looking in too many places kasi hilo siya. But if I look at a certain like one single place only, then it's not that dizzy. Like if I look straight or if I'm watching something, surprisingly kung nanonood ako ng something, it's not that dizzying. Yeah. Somebody, Justin, yes, my vertigo did make me Mr. Jonathan Manalo's concert, but I was able to watch, which was great. And I'm very happy that I was able to watch it because, I don't know, Sir Joe is such a big, important person in my life. And he's such a good guy, and he's had an impact on all of our lives, really. I owe him my start, basically. I think the musician that I am today, I wouldn't be the musician and the person that I am today if it weren't for Sir Jonathan. And that is the honest to goodness to godness, the honest to goodness to godness truth. He basically discovered me, for lack of a better term, back in 2019. I started posting covers on YouTube, and I was just posting them for fun, just because I wanted an outlet for, for my singing, because I wanted to share music, because I really love to sing. And then my dad shared it on Facebook, and then he saw it, and he reached out, and he was like, "Hey, ganyan. Do you want to be part, do you want to do a couple of covers with us?" And then it was very interesting because I remember the first time that he took me into the room, and when I say room, I mean the recording studio, because he was like, "Oh, I have a session here in Bell House pa yun, in Green Hills," and he was like, "Come over." So we went and we met him, and he was really nice. My first impression was, wow, he's parang mabait siyang tao, and he made me feel really at ease. But at the same time, he was asking me all these questions. He was like, "So, on a scale of 1 to 10, ganyan, how would you rate your piano playing skills, ganyan, ganyan?" And then I said, "Oh, I'd say like a 5, maybe." It was a 5 at that time, but honestly, it was probably like a 3.5 or a 4 at that point in time. And then he was like, "Do you write your own songs?" And sabi ko, "No, I don't write my own songs. I just write poems and I write lyrics." And then he was like, "Okay, because the lifeblood of an artist is their original songs, so you should write your own songs. And why don't you play the piano also, so that you can play the piano and sing your songs at the same time." So, guys, imagine at that point, I wasn't doing any of this, right? I wasn't playing the piano and writing my own songs. I mean, I was playing the piano, but I wasn't playing the piano to be able to like sing with myself. I wasn't able to accompany myself at that point. So I basically took that challenge and I was like, "Okay, sige, let's run with it." So I did. So I took lessons online. I searched for like these piano lessons na how to accompany yourself on the piano, blah blah blah, while you sing. Um, I still have a bunch of them actually. They're on Udemy. And then I was like, "Oh yeah, yeah, this is pretty cool." So I took those lessons and I did a couple of other lessons. And then I started slowly writing lyrics. And then the first song that I ever wrote that was released as an original had melody made by Trisha Denise. Trisha! Shout out to Trisha. Hi to everybody who's coming in on Kumu. Julian, hello. Justin saying we miss Sab. Yes, we miss Sab. I didn't know that Fana was going to perform, so I have no idea. I'm so sorry. Yeah. So where was I? I was saying na yun nga. So I wasn't doing any of that back in 2019. So if I look at sort of like the progress that I've made and where I am now, I'm just like, wow, I'm such a success. It's such a success. It makes me also think about like how people define success in the music industry, right? Like people think na, oh, if I'm not Sarah G, or like if I'm not Beyonce, then I'm not successful in music, ganyan. But then, as I've grown up in this industry, as I get older, parang you come to realize na, yeah, there are different definitions of success talaga. Parang, one successful thing is, for one person, is not necessarily success for another person, if that makes sense. So it's really up to you to define how you define success for yourself. Yeah. So for you, like maybe for one group or one artist, for them, it's about having a million streams. It's about, having a certain legacy. It's about having sold out shows. But for like other people, it can be as simple as like, oh, I learned a new song on the guitar today, and music is their hobby and their passion, and that's fine. So, alam mo yun, iba-iba lang talaga siya. Julian is asking if this is a new streaming room. No, actually, it's the same. It's my room. It's just a different angle. Usually, kasi I stream I put the camera here so you can see this side. But this is the first time, or the camera is usually like pag angled this way so that you can see this door. But it's just the same room, really. Hello to Shay1424 and Jonah Martinez 01. Hello, hello. Hello, Louie. Thank you for the lechon. Yun. So there. So those are just some of my thoughts about my start in the music industry and just like looking back and appreciating the progress that I've made. Sabi ni Shay, this is Preggy Shay. Oh my gosh, hi Shay! Hello! Sorry guys if I take frequent breaks. I'll just take breaks to like just be quiet. Because because I can't like talk for a very long time. And I find that if I do, I get a little bit dizzy. So just like taking it easy. Taking it easy on stream. I do realize that I tend to like talk very fast or talk for a long time, which is actually not how I am in real life. If you ask a lot of people, like if you ask my friends in the industry, the like Janine will tell you that I'm a quiet person. They describe me as a quiet person and I'm just like, what does that even mean? You're quiet. I'm like, what does that mean? Wala, tahimik ka na tao, hindi ka masyadong nagsasalita. And I'm just like, oh, okay. Like, oh, okay. Yeah, so I don't really talk much. I just have these thoughts that I bounce around in my head sometimes. Hello, Shay. Thank you so much for the hug. And hello, Chinny. Thanks for joining us, and Daniel. Hi, guys. Okay, so one of the things nga that I did want to talk about was this. So, back in 2019, because I used to have a full-time job in advertising. And at that time, I decided to quit it to pursue music full-time. And I wanted to share a little bit about like, what do they tell you about, pursuing music full-time? How is that like? And what are the things that maybe you should expect when doing that? So, for me, there are a couple of things. Hello, mom. Hello. And hello to Raiden Williams on YouTube. Raiden says, good morning. Happy Monday from Armando. Raiden and Virginia. Hello. Hello, Sir Armando. Thanks for joining us and thanks for watching on YouTube. Thank you to everybody who is sending the virtual gifts. Thanks to my mom for sending Carlito hellos and to Louie for sending the lechon. Hello to Mocherino. Hello, hello. Welcome from Twitch. Ayo, what's up, guys? Yes, we are chatting. So I do have a bunch of other chatters on Kumu that you can't see. But welcome to the Dandelion fam. Hello, hello. I don't know if you can hear the Animal Crossing soundtrack in the background, but it is playing. I think. I don't know if you can hear it though. Is it? Yeah, it is playing in the background. So I was gonna say, before I launch into my sort of like little, what do you call it, like a thought fart? I don't know if that's correct to say. Like a thought fart, yeah. Okay, let's call it a thought fart, although that's not very what's the word? It's not very appealing. That's the term. Let's go into a thought fart. I just also want to ask Mocherino, where are you watching from? I always love to meet new people who say hi in the chat, so let me know. Okay, so my thought fart. This is going to be about. Oh, hold on, I just got a little bit dizzy. Give me a second. I just realized if I move my head too much, then that's when I get dizzy. But if I don't move my head, and I'm just talking like this, I'm not dizzy. I'm just like, okay. Okay, my thought fart. Oh, hello, Mr. Gab Kabangon. Hello. And hello to Boss Toto. Welcome to our thought farts here on Kumu. Talagang I should call this Introvert Talk episode number 2. But in any case, so the topic right now that we're talking about is quitting your job to pursue music full time and what people tell you about it. And what people don't tell you about it. That's true, what's not true. Like, magde-debunk tayo ng konti. We're just gonna debunk a little bit. Hey, Mantrina saying, I'm from the PH, but I found your Twitch via TikTok. Hey, it's awesome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. That's so cool. Okay, yes, OBS. This is OBS. Wait, it's actually not OBS. I'm lying to you. Sorry. This is restream.io. So, yes, I do pay a monthly thingy so that I can stream across platforms, but it's pretty cool. I like it. So, anyways, going back to the first thing, going back to the topic, gusto ko yung may ganun ako eh. Yung topic ko is, okay, quitting your job to pursue music full-time. Yung topic, maraming feels. Sabi ni Gab, marami daw feels to. O sige. If you guys have any experience with this, you can jump in also. But if not, then feel free to just like listen along. I think it's gonna be really fun and interesting anyways. If you guys can, yeah, it's gonna be interesting. So here we go. Jumping in. So one, what do they tell you about quitting your job to pursue music? One, they say that it's very unpredictable. They'll tell you, oh, hindi stable yan, ganyan. And I'm here to tell you that that is true. It is true. It is very unpredictable. I'd say one, it's financially unpredictable. I think if you don't have a job in like a record label or maybe you're an engineer in a studio or any other sort of like almost normal day job in music, then it is very unpredictable, especially if you're relying on gigs. And even gigs, I'd say, depending on the kinds of gigs that you get, kasi iba-iba rin yan. Corporate gigs pay higher than, say, birthday gigs, right? Or like other events. I'd say that the events industry, if you include corporate events, especially now, Christmas time, diba? That's where we make most of our money, I'd say, especially if you're a performer. If you're a producer, then I think that's a different story. You make money from, you know, maybe the producer rate, the producer fee that artists give you, and also any royalties that you get if you know produce the song. But yes, it is very unpredictable. I'd say that there are lots of like ups and downs. Especially for me, I've had lots of ups and downs with like my health, mental health, physical health. Right now, I have a down, diba? Going through like vertigo, etc. And I think the thing with the music industry is because there's lots of highs, diba? Parang you get an adrenaline high, whether it's from, I don't know, opening a show or like you release a song and it was received very well. But there are also like lots of crashes because of that adrenaline high. I think this is something I experienced during the tour. Yung parang you get lots of love from people. Like there's cheering, there's claps, etc. And then when you go back to your normal life, quote unquote, and you're like, it's normal, diba? So you see the contrast and you kind of feel na there's a difference of sorts. I don't know if this is making sense, but yeah, it is very unpredictable. I'd say there's lots of like ebbs and flows. Second thing that I would say that they do tell you about the music, about you know being a musician full time is that you, oy, wala kang walang pera dyan. You can't make money in music unless you're Beyonce, which I would say is very untrue because I am not Beyonce, but you know I have been able to make some money through various ways. As I mentioned earlier, you know, gigs, royalties. I work for a couple of like freelance custom songwriting companies. Basically, write songs for people when it's their birthday or like wedding, anniversary, etc. And they order from you, and then you write them a song, and then they pay you for your service. So it's not true, I'd say, that you can't make money from music. Music, like anything, is a business. So I think as long as you're able to have a product that people want to buy. So, diba, if you're, kunyari, let's say, I don't know, who's your favorite artist? Let's just say Zach Tabudlo, diba? Zach is very, very successful right now. And I think he's also successful because he does everything himself. And might I tell you, ang laki ng savings nun, guys. Ang laki ng savings nung doing everything yourself. Because imagine, if you don't do things yourself, you have to hire a producer. You hire a mix engineer, you hire a mastering person, you hire studio time. So, ang daming gastos. But if you do everything yourself, wala kang gastos. Well, maybe like time and energy, right? But he's like ROIing, guys. Like, ang dami na niyang kita in a way, I'd say. Plus, his songs are like million streams, viral, blah blah blah. But I think he's able to earn from touring now, which is also why the pandemic was so detrimental to the music industry, right? Because I mean, the bread and butter was basically touring. If you don't gig and if you're not able to, gig, then how else you're gonna earn money? Which also brings in live streaming, which is why I think a lot of us do live streams because this is also how we earn some money. Diba? So anyways, yun. So it's not true that you can't make money in music unless you're Beyonce. That is a myth, I would say. And my third point is, people say that if it's your passion, you must love to do it every day, right? But the thing that they don't tell you, or that people don't tell you, is that when what you love to do becomes a job, it feels like a job sometimes. It's not all like roses and butterflies and ano tawag dito? Yeah, it's not all happy, happy, joy, joy. If that makes sense. It'll feel like a job. So minsan, that has happened to me. Sometimes when I sing or when I perform and either kung wala ako sa mood or I have to pretend like I'm in the mood. If that makes sense. Like, you have, especially if may nangyayari sa'yo in your personal life that day, or just something, hindi mo lang, mahanap yung feeling that's right for the song. It's hard. It feels like a job. And when your passion feels like a job, nawawala yung parang joy of it sometimes, and the sort of like excitement and wonder that you started with, and that's really just like part of the journey, really. Just want to say hi quickly to Daniel on Facebook. Hi, Daniel! Hello! Kamusta ka? How are you? And Gab on Kumu saying, hindi siya Begin Again movie. Yeah, I know, right? So, you know how in Begin Again, some producer discovers Keira Knightley and she has this wonderful song that is undiscovered, and then they basically record the EP and then they release it online, and then you can see at the end of the movie na parang ang dami na niyang listeners, ganyan. Binibili na siya. Like, it's a hit, ganyan. Okay, I'd say that happens like 1 out of 1,000. Probably. I was reading this article about parang musicians going viral on TikTok. And that's probably only 200 daw. 200 artists who went like crazy viral. But guys, imagine that's 200 artists of like what, 500,000 people making content, releasing songs on TikTok. Like that's a very few people. So what's my point with this? My point with this is that it's hard. Which I didn't really need to say, honestly. I didn't need to like say it. Obviously, mahirap siya. But they don't really tell you like how, the ways that it's hard. Pero mahirap siya. It's hard. And I think sometimes when people say, oh, you should quit your job to pursue your passion, they don't, I don't know if they sit you down and tell you na, oh, it's not gonna be great all the time, or like, oh, it's not gonna be perfect, ganyan, ganyan. All of that is an expectation though, right? Sabi ni Junette, it's hard. Yeah, man, it's hard. Hello to Arvin Marcha 8275. I think it's also hard because, yeah, the unpredictability of it, I'd say. The other thing that I had a really hard time dealing with actually was, you know how if you have a corporate job, may mga KPIs ka, which is like key performance indicator, diba? Parang, how well are you doing at your job? And somebody's going to tell you how well you're doing at your job, right? Like, oh, if you meet this target, ganyan, then you're a success, etc. If you meet this, if you meet this target, then you're successful. If you have this certain, like, I don't know, you bring in 50,000 pesos for the business, you're a success, you're doing a good job, diba? But if you're a musician, parang, paano mo i-quantify yung success na yun, di ba? How can you say na, I'm successful? So that's why earlier I was talking about it's really something that you have to define for yourself. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Daniel. Sabi ni Daniel, gandang topic. Yes, sa ating Musicera friends. This is a very relevant topic. Or aspiring musicians also, you know. I want to talk about this because I know a lot of people who follow me are also like either hobby musicians or they do it or they want to do it full time. So I'm just sharing this so that you can have your eyes wide open when you do go into the industry, hindi ka blindside, diba? Hindi yung parang, ha, hindi ko alam yan. So now you know. So, where was I? I was saying na, yun nga, parang, it's so, what was my last point? I forgot. I forgot my last point. My last point was basically, yung nga, one, it'll feel like a job sometimes. Two, okay, I remember na. You also have to define your own measure of success. I mean, you have to actively be like, okay, I feel parang this is success for me. Parang is it when I hit 1 million streams? Is it when I have like 5 fans? Like you have to be able to define it for yourself, right? Because something that I've learned also is you can keep moving the goalpost eh. I mean, it can keep moving. So, kunyari lang let's say your definition of success is I want to hit 1,000 followers on Twitch, for example, or Facebook. 1,000 followers. Hey, what happens if you hit it? And then you set a new goal. Okay, I hit 2,000 followers. Okay, goal achieved. Ganyan. And this is something that I've learned because recently sobrang nag-viral yung mga content ko on TikTok. Like, there are 3 videos that have 1 million views each. And I'm saying this not to brag, pero yung just sharing na, ang wild nun guys, isipin nyo, 1 million people, maybe, have seen this one piece of video that I made in my room or whatever. And it's just like, parang nagiging empty din yung number, if that makes sense. Parang, it's like, well, what does that mean? What does the million mean? Hindi ko rin mag-grasp na, 1 million? I suppose it's amazing, diba? It is amazing. But at the same time, it's also like, I remember when I used to want to be viral. I was like, ay, kailangan maging viral yung songs ko, for example, or my music, so that I can be relevant or like, so that I can feel successful. But then, nung na-reach ko yung point na yun, parang na-realize ko, bakit ganito yung feeling? Parang wala naman nagbago. Alam mo yun, it's like, hey, ako pa rin, I'm still the same person. I still have vertigo. You know, I'm still me. Nothing really has changed. My life didn't change in like a big way, diba? But I'm still dealing with the things that I deal with on a normal basis. So, it's not life-changing, I should say. And I think before, maybe my mistake was in thinking that I could define any definition of happiness or success on something that was outside of myself. Na parang, okay, when I reach ganyan, that's when I'm gonna be successful. Or like, when I meet this ganyan, that's when I'm gonna be successful. I was so wrong. I was just like, wow, that's so not true. I thought I'd be happy when you reach this or whatever. And then, because I'm reading this book called The Gap or the Gain, it's so insightful. Basta basically ang key takeaway ko is you can be happy now. Because there's always a happiness in each moment, in everything that you do. Right? And just going back to what we were talking about earlier about, making music feeling like a job again, if it's full-time, etc. But I learned na, or I'm trying to learn again, na if I just focus on like the happiness in each moment, and really just focusing on enjoying the process and focusing on the parts that I really enjoy. Like, for example, kanina I was making a song and then hindi ko gusto yung verse, hindi ko gusto yung melody. Pero parang nag-enjoy pa naman ako. Like, I was still enjoying making the song. Regardless of whether it was good or bad or anything. Kasi wala lang, na-enjoy ko lang siya. So, I'm just trying to like refocus on the joy of things instead of focusing on the external na parang, oh my gosh, this is what we are going to I have to achieve ganyan, a million streams, blah, 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 blah. Yeah. I don't know. I've said a lot of things. I'm just going to go read the comments for a little bit. Just let you digest what I've shared, ganyan, for our seminar today on content creation, mental health, and purpose. Yeah. So I used to be a teacher. Yeah, I'm very much a teacher at heart. Honestly, one of the most fulfilling things for me is teaching people. And yeah, so when I have voice students, kasi meron ako minsan, um, I was thinking about parang, oh, that's still really very fulfilling for me talaga when I teach people. I'm such a teacher at heart. Hello, Shan! Hello, Sel. And Jeanette shared some thoughts as well on Facebook. Let me just read this comment. She said, I read a paper on K-pop and Hallyu. Their government prioritized entertainment and greatly incentivized artists. Oh, thank you, Shan. It's okay, no worries. Thanks for stopping by. See you later. So let me go back to reading this comment. I read a paper in K-pop and Hallyu. The government prioritized entertainment and greatly incentivized artists and research to develop good content. The goal was to improve their country's soft powers, cultural influence, not to blaming our government where wala talagang tulong sa industries. Okay, so let's talk about this. This is such a meaty topic. Okay, I think I was talking about this with my dad and my mom. We were all talking about how, mapapansinin nyo yung K-pop tsaka yung K-drama, sobrang supported kasi may tie back sa tourism din nila. Right? Like, if you get into K-pop or K-drama, you're going to want to go to Korea. If you go to Korea, it's more money for them, right? Because the tourism brings in more money for the economy, etc., etc. And so if you think about like how supported it is and how basically BTS was made possible because they were also given the support by their government, 'di ba? They had that kumbaga parang may foundation na sila. They had that infrastructure for their success, basically. Kasi kung isipin mo, okay, here in the Philippines, we don't have a lot, I'd say. Or do we? I don't know. I don't know if Gab's still here. He can correct me if I'm wrong because he works for Phyllis Gab. Gab, tama ba? I don't know. I don't know if he's still here. But basically, kulang nga tayo sa support, I'd say, overall. Na if we had more support probably for the arts and the industries, then there'd be more opportunities for artists to really just focus on, making their content, whatever. Kumbaga, nasa sistema na rin siya. And I think that's what Korea did really well. Kasi nga, because these K-pop things were encouraged, right? They were like, oh, sige, go lang. Magpalaganap ng content, K-dramas, K-pop, etc., music, blah, blah, blah. And it's just better for their economy. Yeah, that's all I gotta say on that topic. I agree. Sabi ni Rod. Hello, Rod! Hi! Daniel says, dati nung bata ko, di ko alam saan ako papunta. Di ko alam kung anong gusto ko. Ngayon tumutugtog na ako and kumikita din ako as a drummer. Also, may songs na kami ng band ko sa internet. For me, I'm living in a dream. That to me is success. Kahit mahirap, masaya pa rin. Oh my gosh! I love this so much, Daniel. Okay, I'm so happy for you. I'm so happy for you. As in, I love reading stuff like this kasi eto nga, sabi niya, before hindi niya alam kung saan siya pupunta. Tapos ngayon, nga Daniel, I used to work with Daniel nung nag-event singer pa ako. So, nag-drummer yan sa isang 60th wedding namin. Or some 60th wedding. Tama ba, Daniel? Ikaw yun, diba? Some 60th parang some anniversary or 60th wedding thing that we did, drummer siya. So sabi niya, kumikita, that's so great, I love it! And alam mo, ito nga, it's so important, I think, really, to just define what success means for you, diba? Kasi ito nga, kumikita naman siya. May mga songs kami ng banya. Masaya naman siya kahit mahirap. I mean, yeah, even if it's hard, diba? Success na yun, my gosh. You know how hard it is to be happy? It's hard. It's hard to be happy. Well, I guess it's not hard to be happy, actually. I think it's just people... Actually, medyo complicated topic nga yun eh. Is it hard to be happy? I think it's hard to be happy kung nagugutom ka. 'Diba? Marami naman Pilipino nagugutom. So, it's hard to be happy kung wala kang pagkain araw-araw. One, wala kang pagkain. Two, you're worrying about yung panggamot sa tatay mo. Three, nahihirapan ka sa basic needs. In other words, survival mode ka. Syempre, it's hard to be happy if nasa survival mode ka. Pero kung lumagpas ka na sa survival mode, if you go past survival mode, you have enough to live comfortably, safe ka naman, secure. You can do your hobbies, everything's okay. Then there's room to be happy and you can find happiness in different moments. Just the other day nga, I was driving home. We were driving home from Sir Jonathan Manala's concert, and then my mom and I just blasted Michael Jackson tunes, and I was like so happy kasi got to hang out with my mom, and at the same time nag-enjoy lang kami. And I was just like, wow, this is great music. I love it so much. This is awesome. And I really just appreciated that moment so much. So, Mom, if you're watching, heart, heart, heart. Okay, let me read this comment from Rod. Rod said, I better try to listening songs that I use for travel and study purposes. I started to use for what they had. Okay, hold on. I started to use for what they had doing for the week. Thank you for your music I've heard anytime. Oh, thank you also. Thank you also for listening to my music. I appreciate it. And I appreciate you. Louis, thank you for sending the lechon. Eto si mom sabi niya, Chamon! Chamon! Oh, pinapakinggan lang kami na yun. We're just listening to Michael Jackson's albums. It was so fun, guys. I loved it. It was a really good time. And it just reminded me nga na parang, oh yeah, pwede naman maging masayang buhay ah. You don't need to take, kasi ako, I'm the type of person na one, nag-overthink, and two, takes things seriously. So, hindi ko alam kasi kung nakaka-relate kayo dyan, pero ako ganun akong klaseng tao. Or at least those are my, habits. So, for me, I don't normally let myself just, relax and enjoy. Alam mo yun? So, now, this 2022, feeling ko I've started to learn to do that, and I'm just really happy. And I've started to really just celebrate, everything that I've achieved and accomplished so far. And it's been really nice, honestly. I've had a really great time. Iyak na. O Daniel, kung may contribute ka pa sa topic, feel free to contribute to this topic. We're talking about how do you define success as a musician, also as an artist, or just in general, diba? Parang, how do you define success? Is my question. Hello, Rickson! Hello! Thanks for stopping by. Mag-water break lang ako, guys. So wait, just give me a second. Water break. With my bamboo tumbler. Because we're hipster like that. I'm just kidding, we're not hipster. We just like to save the environment when we have time. Charot. Save the environment when we have time. Yeah. I was like, did I have anything else to say about that topic? Ito pala. Ito, ano yung title ng ating stream? On content creation, mental health, and purpose. Okay, so something else that I've been thinking about recently was when I make content, do I want it to be art? Is content art? I know this is overthinking it, right? Kasi I think some people think about content na parang, wait. Before we get into this topic, let me just address what my mom shared on Kumu. Waking up in the morning and liking yourself is equal to success. I know, she told me this back in high school. She was like, waking up in the morning and liking yourself is equal to success. Is it? Oh my gosh, Malik is in the house. Hello, Snapdragon. Oh, by the way, guys, this is a good friend of mine. His name is Malik. Hello, Malik. What's up, dude? It's good to see you. O, napapaisip ka, oh, so what is success for you, man? Ito rin eh. This is just like a long form version of my talky TikTok videos, basically. Mom, Jeanette says that she loves your baking videos though. Yeah, successfully nanay ko because she's so consistent with her bakes, guys. Can I just say? I know I've been featuring my dad a lot in my TikTok, but my mom is also super amazing kasi she's made 100 plus breads na. I mean, come on. And she just made breadsticks and she made sandwich bread. Parang basically, pwede niya rin gawing bread yung bahay. She can make a house out of bread. So funny. Sabi ni Malik, what's up? How's my favorite mental health and music combo creator? Thanks, Malik. I like that I found a very specific niche that's kind of hard to break into the Philippine market. Charot. Charot lang. I am a Facebook streamer now because I'm streaming on Kumu. And I decided I'm going to cross stream everywhere. So I have this thing called Restream. And I basically cross stream on Facebook and Twitch. And I think it's super cool. Oh, my mom has jumped ship to Facebook. Hello, mom. Hello, hello, hello. Now, we are talking about perfect topic actually, Malik. We are talking about mental health nga and purpose and content creation. We've already talked a little bit about like what is success as a musician. I've shared a bit about like what it feels to go viral on TikTok, which is absolutely wild. I've had like 3 videos be 1 million views. I'm just like, what? That's crazy. And as they say, don't drink your own Kool-Aid, diba? Just because you've reached 1 million doesn't mean anything, really. And now I wanted to talk a little bit nga about, what is this? Purpose. And parang also about like content creation and art. Sabi ni Louie, happy 1.3 million views on TikTok. Wow! 1.3 million na siya. Ano ba yan? It's crazy. The face of pressure. Wow. Hello, Miana. Hello. Marian Tabasa. Hi, I miss you too. It's good to see you. Hello. I also decided to stream on Facebook just because I feel like a lot of people are here and sometimes I don't get to hang out with everybody. And it's just a great way to connect with people. Really, I really enjoy live streaming more than I think some videos, because videos you have to think about it, but live streaming you're just being yourself, so it's nice. Sabi ni Daniel, as a musician you give energy to the people and people will bring it back. That to me is success. I love that definition of success. Actually, I was thinking about this recently because I think I got stuck in some kind of rut where it was like whatever music or content that I was putting out there, I was like, oh, it has to amount to something. Or parang it has to reach a certain goal. Something. Diba? Parang, oh, it has to like, I don't know, go viral or like has to be shared so many times. My Spotify has to blow up. But then I realized, sabi ko, wait a minute. Nung nag-blow up, nung nag-viral nga yung mga TikTok videos ko, yung na-realize ko was like, oh, okay, it's really not about me. Like, content is all about bringing value nga to people. Or as Daniel says, bringing energy to people, diba? Parang providing them value. And so, when I started to think about it, I was like, wait, parang ano, community service yung paggagawa din ng content. Community service! Wow! Ang taas ng ano. No, but if you think about it, how can you add value to people's lives, right? How can you help them? How can you teach them something? How can you make them laugh? How can you entertain them? So it's really not about you. It's really about like, you know, how we can help the community, help other people, help our friends, help our loved ones, whatever, live a better, more fulfilling life. And I realize I sound like Tom Hanks in You've Got Me Last Time Talking, Mom. Easy. Only she will get that reference. So, Malik says, success in content creation. I think creating the content is the success. I never regret when my videos or songs do not perform well, but I do regret when I have an idea and never make it. Oh, I love that. Thank you for contributing that. That's awesome. Actually, yeah. So, ang tawag dyan, guys, intrinsic motivation. Wow, big words. Big words. But basically, that just means like defining success by your own definition, diba? And not basing it on, I have to get 1 million views or like, it has to be shared 10,000 times. So I really love what Malik shared. I never regret. I do regret when I have an idea and I never make it. You know, there's something that I read in a book one time and it stuck with me. Sabi niya, the problem if you are somebody who wants to do something creative, diba? Whether it's make a song, make a video, make a movie, post a reel, write a story, whatever, and you don't make it, you never put it out there. Imagine all when you die. This is gonna be a bit morbid. When you die or when you're buried, all those songs and all those movies and all those things are going to be buried with you. So it just wala. So imagine all the wonderful works of art that we could have had if the people who would have had maybe the courage or the encouragement to make them made them. And so it just reminds me of that what you shared, Malik. It's like, huh. Ars ano yan? Ars longa vita brevis. Wait. I have to search. What is that? Ars longa vita brevis. Teka. I'm sure that's Latin for something. Vita brevis. Ars longa skillfulness takes time and life is short. Nice. That's really nice. Skillfulness takes time and life is short. So I guess that also tells me na if it takes a lot of skill to get good at the art that you want to make. There's this wonderful video from Ira Glass that I absolutely love, and he's basically like, ito yung gusto mong i-create, diba? This is your standard for art. And this is where you are, this is your skill. Dito ka pa lang, pero dito yung gusto mong i-create. Which means that the gap is wide, right? This is your taste, this is what you like to make. But this is the best that you can do, right? So when we practice and we keep on making things and doing things, like for example, my mom nga with her bread, but she keeps making, she keeps getting better, she keeps getting closer to that standard. But if you get stuck in that perfectionistic thing where it's like, oh, what I'm making is not perfect, I shouldn't share it because it's not perfect yet. You never share it with people. But people get robbed of like the goodness and the joy of what you are making, even if nandito ka pa lang. Gusto ko yung may hand. May ano ako. What is this? May visual representations. I love it. But yeah, you know what I mean? Like, it's even if the gap is wide, don't let it stop you from making things because you have something to share. And I'd actually like to share something from the movie that we watched last night, actually. Let me just read all these wonderful comments. Thank you guys for sharing your thoughts and for sharing your energy and for sharing the love. I love this. I love conversations. I love having a community like this, and I think it's really nice. Sabi ni Jeanette, when you're pregnant with ideas, when you're pregnant with ideas, ano sabi mo? When you're pregnant with ideas, you eventually need to give birth. Charot. I love that though. That's so relatable. True yan. Or, okay, I was talking to my guy about this and he was like, may ideas for like a book or something. And then sabi ko, why don't you write it? Ganyan. Why don't you put it out there? And he's like, I don't feel like it's the time yet. Or like, I don't feel like it's ready to be birthed yet. So, taking Jeanette's metaphor, yung parang, yung ulo na nasa labas na, lalabas na yung bata. But you also have to wait for the time sometimes when your thing is ready to be birthed in the world. And I think it's a balancing act lang din of like pursuing things or like practicing, doing the work, taking action, but also like letting it take its time. Diba? Parang just let it be. Just let it do its thing. Or you can't also rush it if it's not the time yet. That makes sense. There's so many wonderful thoughts here. Sabi ni Yana, really great. You are really great. Ano daw? You really... Sorry, wait lang ha. No. There's so many comments here. You are really great Ate, grateful for your life. Thank you for sharing words of wisdom. Aww. Thanks, Yana. So sweet words. I appreciate it. But I also appreciate you for being here and adding your presence to this little fireside chat. Wow, fireside chat. Oo, kasi may kandila ako dito. I have a little candle. So we can call it a fireside chat. Wow. Candlelight chat. Oh, ganon. My mom says, fake it till you make it. That's her motto. I should get her on the stream sometimes because we also have like these live talks, which is really nice. And I always refute her. I always like, Ma, it's not faking it till you make it. How can it be faking it? You're just, kunyari let's say you're trying to tell yourself now you can do something. Maybe you don't have the confidence to do something just yet. You just tell yourself over and over again, I can do it, I can do it, I can do it. And then I'm like, Mom, that's not faking it. It's like creating a new thought. And then she's like, yeah, that's faking it. And I was like, no, it's not. So is it faking it or is it creating? Is creation faking? I don't know. Sabi ni Daniel, sana may ganito palagi. Pupunta ako ng gig ngayon. Ang sarap sa feeling. Tutugtog ako ngayon na nakangiti. Ay! Ang saya, Daniel! I love it. I'm so happy na we were all able to put smiles on your face. And that's really awesome. I love it. Actually, nagsistream ako Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 7. So, it's a mix of singing. Tapos, ganito, mga mental health chats and everything. So, if you find this valuable, then, yeah, come back, stick around. We'll talk about more other things. I'm sure we'll have more topics to talk about, and it's going to be a lot of fun. It's gonna be fun, as I say. It's gonna be great, guys. All right. Sabi ni Malik, cool streams. Glad I can finally catch them. I know. And you know what I wanted to do? I also wanted to play like Stardew and this really cozy game called Potion Permit at some point. Pero sabi ko, oh my gosh, I still have some kind of vertigo, so I'm like, I can't do like multiple things on the screen at the same time. Like managing the chat or on its own is already quite a thing. So hello to the 18 people on Kumu. Wow, I'm so surprised. Hi guys. Hello. Uh, and Jeanette says, wahaha, oh my gosh, oh no. Ang name ng anak mo is Charot. Grabe naman yan. Charot daw yung name ng anak mo, Jeanette. Justin says, missing Sab streams as well. Oh, yeah, I miss Sab, but hopefully we'll be able to hang out when she's back from the US. Oh, right, my friends. I was gonna say, sabi daw kasi sa Facebook that you should tell people when you have stars. So there's this thing that you can do, which is give stars, which is basically like a tip jar. So you can give stars on Facebook or on Kumu. Thank you to everybody who's giving the virtual gifts, dropping diamonds. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. And another thing that I don't talk about that often, which I'm thinking of making, I don't know if I want to make an exclusive podcast for it, is my Patreon. So if you do want to support, you can also go to patreon.com/Lee and Kyla. And it's just basically like a monthly membership thing, I think. So yeah, so that's our little plug for this evening before we get back to our regular programming. And let me just answer a couple of the other comments that we have here. Justin's asking when will she be back from the US. I think November. I'm not so sure. And Mary Talaurin just followed me. Thank you, Mary, for the follow. And hello to Julie on Kumu also. Thank you, guys. Wow, we have 20 viewers on Kumu. That's amazing. Thank you so much. Thank you, guys. Okay, let me just drink some water. I think that almost rounds out our streaming hour, actually, guys. I can't really stream for very long kasi nga I start to get dizzy. So that's why I'm like, I'm just gonna stream for an hour, see how I feel, and then I'll be able to stream on Wednesday. But I had so much fun. I had so much fun being able to chat with you. Hopefully we'll be able to have even more topics in the future. We can talk about recent topics also, some things happening in the music industry or like in the world, and like just talk about our feelings about it. Ang dami. Sabi ni Louie, may balak ka ba gumawa ng mga daily vlogs? So I am going to make studio vlogs, which is what? Studio vlogs is basically like just recording my process and then having like a voiceover and like talking about these kinds of topics also. But I'm thinking if I want to make it like a Patreon exclusive thing or if I want to keep it on my YouTube channel just because it takes a lot of work to make. So still thinking about it. But I'm definitely going to have more of the talky stuff on YouTube. So if you guys want to subscribe, then feel free to. I on my journey to becoming a. My dream really is to have sort of like a. What is this? I was gonna say content creation empire. Wow, empire. Um, but yeah, let's see. I don't know. Samni Louis. Oh, I see. Yeah. So I have more sort of like vlogs sharing like the production session with Gail that I had recently. I have a video talking about the US tour, so I just need to edit those, but I haven't been able to edit those because alam mo yun, I'm a little bit out of commission. Hindi pa ako masyado well. Sabi ni Jet, always take care, Lynn. I will. Here's to watching more of your music videos and baking videos of your mom. Yeah, cheers. Cheers to more music and more fun content and just like building out the community. I think it's really great. Yeah. But thank you guys. I don't know how to end the stream now. I'm just like, thank you very much for this fun stream. I had a lot of fun chatting. And it was really, really nice. Sabi ni Louie, follow back. Wow, demanding. Charot, ni naman. Okay lang yan, Louie. I appreciate all the support that you have given me. And we will check you out on Instagram after I lay down for a little bit after the stream. But as with all things, I do not want to end the stream without singing. And to sing this song that we always sing at the end of every live stream, which is called Teka, Hold My Hand. I think my mom wanted to feature this actually in one of her baking videos. Okay, guys, we'll close out this stream with a song called Hold My Hand. Uh-oh. Hold my hand, hold my hand, hold my hand. Okay, here we go. If I go back in time, I always wanna laugh with you. Ooh, no matter the tears, you know I'll always be here. Yay. Friend for all time, for all time. Friend till the days go by. Friend, take care and smile. Take care and smile, yeah. Friend, I'll see you next time. See you next time. Oh, thank you for the Comuniverse, Mom, and the pack. What is this? Pack ganda. Oh, and the lechon. Thank you so much, Louie. Thank you, guys. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Friend, take care and smile. Oh, you're welcome, Daniel. I will see you guys next time. We are streaming again on Wednesday at 7. Actually, wait lang. Are we streaming again at 7 on Wednesday? Oh, I'm not so sure because we have some guests over. So I'm not sure if we will stream on Wednesday at 7. We'll see. I will keep you guys updated. I hope nothing illegal plays. Illegal? Ano yung illegal? Illegal meaning I can't release it yet. And if I play it, then I'm preempting projects. That's what I mean by illegal. Thank you also, Rickson. And Ginny, thanks for being here. And Jerome, hello. Hello, hello. Alright, guys, I will say goodbye now. Take care, everybody. And Daniel, sana, okay yung gig mo. And I'm wishing you all the best. And I'll see you guys very soon.